The science of breathing. Of all the functions of the body, breathing is of paramount importance. To breathe is to live, and to be alive is to breathe. Man can survive for weeks without solid food, for several days without water, but without air he cannot live for more than a couple of seconds. Yogis measure life not in terms of number of years, but the number of breaths taken. Modern civilized man does not know how to breathe. Our unnatural living conditions in modern city, stuffy and suffocating apartments, cramped working conditions in factories and offices, our faulty and wrong methods of walking, standing, and sitting have robbed us to the rhythm of life and of natural and correct breathing. The result it is that millions and millions of men, women, and children are seen with sunken chest, narrow shoulders, and victims of asthma, bronchitis, and other respiratory disorder. Man's mental power, happiness, vitality, resistance, self-control can be increased by the art of breathing. The acts of speaking, singing, humming, whistling, laughter, crying, sobbing, swimming, gasping, yawning, panting, sniffing, coughing, and sneezing requires elementary form of breath control. Respiration and breathing. Respiration is a term applicable to all living organisms. The term respiration and breathing are often confused and sometimes used as synonyms, but there is fundamental difference between the two. Breathing is the mechanical act of inhaling air into the exhaling it from the body. A baby starts breathing immediately after its birth. The moment placenta is cut from its body, respiration, however, takes place in the embryonic stage long before birth. Respiration, life and energy giving process goes on non-stop from the womb to the tomb. Deep and correct breathing is the basic lesson of yoga. It feeds the body's tissues, organs, and glands with oxygen, removes much of body waste and impurities. One of the important things the ancient yogis discovered was the relationship between the emotions and breathing. When we are excited or agitated, our rate of respiration becomes rapid and disordered. When we are composed, our breathing is slow, calm, and rhythmical. Those ancient yogis discovered praanaayaamaa, the yoga science of breath control of our self-mastery and psychic power. The Sanskrit word prana means life or breath or vital force, and ayam means control. Pranayama means control of the prana. Prana is much more than mere breath. Prana is the power behind the within breath. It is the vital force in everything. It is cosmic energy that pervades the whole universe. It is present in all forms from the lowest to the highest, from the ant to the elephant. Prana is force, magnetism, and electricity. It is due to prana that digestion, excretion, and secretion take place. By regular practice of pranayama, prana like electricity is stored up. Pranayama is like a big store house that radiates energy, vigor, and vitality. By controlling prana, one can control all the forces of the universe like magnetism, electricity, gravitation, cohesion, narrow current, and the thought vibration. It's owing to vibration of Pradhan that 5 organs of action and 5 organs of knowledge perform their respective functions. Just as goldsmith removes the impurities of gold by heating it in a furnace and blowing the blow of pranayama. The prana in the air performs a number of functions in the human body. Each of these has specific name and aim. Prana, the circulates in the area around the heart and control breathing. Circulate in the lower regions of the abdomen and control excretory functions, that is urine and feces. Udana, it remains in the thoracic cage and control the absorption of air and food. Vana. It spreads throughout the body and distributes the energy from food and health. Naga. It relieves abdominal pressure by provoking excretion. Kurma. It controls the eyelids to prevent foreign bodies from entering and dazzling light from harming the eyes. Krakara. It prevents certain substances from rising into the nasal cavities or descending into the throat, causing sneezing and coughing. Devadatta. It ensures the absorption of extra oxygen into a tired body and causes yawning. Dhananjaya. It means in the body even after death and sometimes causes the cause to well. Before cleaning with various pranayama exercise, it is necessary to keep in mind certain basic instructions. The pranayama must be practiced regularly in room that is airy. The practice can be carried on the better result by the side of river, in a temple, church or any other places of worship, lake or at the top of hill or in a corner of a beautiful garden or another calm and quiet places, free from chill, drought, mosquitoes, plugs, ants, flies, crawling insect and principle of celibacy, if observed, will give better result. Those who cannot observe this rule should be moderate in copulation. A small cup of milk or fruit juice should be taken before starting pranayama and another cup of milk after practice. The beginners should start with milk pranayama puraka, the inhalation of breath, and rachaka, exhalation of breath. The pranayama exercise should be practiced step by step. Each pranayama consists of three different ways, that puraka, inhalation of breath, kumbhaka, retention of breath, and rachaka, exhalation of breath. While doing kumbhaka, the facial muscles should not be twisted. Bath should be taken at least half an hour after the pranayama exercise. Too much taking, sleeping, eating should be avoided. For doing pranayama exercise, the three best known seated postures are Sukhasana, the easy posture, Siddhasana, the perfect posture, and Padmasana, the lotus posture. The practitioner can select the posture according to his convenience, depending upon age and suppleness. But in all postures, the head should be kept erect and neck should and back straight before starting pranayama. The body should be clean and free of impurities. The nostrils should be clear, mouth raised with water and tongue, the gums rubbed with fingers. Losing fitting clothes should be worn and constraining collars, ties and tightly beliefs avoided. A folded blanket or rug should be placed on the floor and generally experience laziness after getting up from bed. This can be driven up by doing a few kumbhakas. Breathing should be done through nose and not through mouth. Avoid breathing dirty air. Do not use tobacco in any form and do not drink any kind of alcohol. Cigarette or tobacco smoke injure every part of the respiratory organs. Age, same sex is no impediment in practicing pranayama. It is advisable to avoid doing pranayama exercise when one is impaired health or suffering from some serious ailment. During pregnancy or period of menstrual cycle and mothers, women should not be any strenuous or vigorous exercise. In the second stage, one will experience tremor of the body. In the third stage, elevation will appear, and in the final advantage stage, prana goes at the top of the head. When the practitioner of pranayama perspires, he should not use a towel to wipe off the perspiration. Instead, he should rub it on the body itself with his hands. This will give firmness to his body. Inhalation and exhalation must be silent, slow, deep, and easy without any discomfort or straining. Pranayama must be practiced in a state of relaxation. In yoga, there are three distinct forms of breathing: diaphragmatic, intercostal, and clavicular. Complete and ideal yogic breathing combines all the three. The majority and men breathe the diaphragmatic way. The diaphragm is the strong partition of muscles separating the chest and abdomen. When the breath is drawn in the diaphragm upside and the abdomen region swell. According to this process, the base of lungs is filled with air and the rhythmic flowing of this diaphragm help the organ of the body to function normally. The intercostal breathing is achieved by the raising the ribs of dilating the thoracic cage and chest wall like a pair of pillows. This form of breathing fills the middle section of the lungs, allowing less air to enter than in abdominal respiration. This is called athletic respiration. In clavicular breathing, air is introduced by raising the collarbone and shoulders. This type of breathing provides fresh air to the upper parts of the lungs. It is unsatisfactory way of breathing and is often found with women. But improper breathing is not confined to women alone. Among singers, the clergy, lawyers, teachers, and even doctors whose breathing is shallow and faulty. Now we come to the complete and scientific course of pranayama exercise. Exercise number 1. Sit on the floor in Sukhasana posture, easy posture with both legs stretched before you. Now bend one leg and place its foot under the thigh of the opposite leg. Then bend the other leg and place it under the other thigh. The body should be kept perfectly steady with head, neck and back in a straight line. Close the right nostril with the right thumb and slowly inhale through the left nostril as long as you can with ease and comfort. Then exhale through the same nostril. Do this at least 10 times. This will constitute the first round. The begin with 2 rounds must be done daily and increase up to 12 rounds gradually. Inhale through the right nostril by closing the left nostril with the little and ring finger of the right hand just in the same manner as done previously. Then exhale through the same nostril. This must be done at least 10 times. Exercise number 2. In the same sitting posture, close the right nostril with the right thumb and the inhale through the left nostril. Then close the left nostril with the little and ring finger of the right hand and exhale through the right nostril after removing the thumb. Inhaling again through the right nostril and closing it with the thumb. Exhale from the left nostril. Repeat it at least 10 times. Exercise number 3. In the same thing posture, inhale through the both nostrils as much as you can, ease and comfort, and exhale through both the nostrils in the same manner. Do it at least 10 times and repeat the number gradually. Exercise number 4. In the same sitting posture, draw the air in through the nostril. Retain it as long as you can with ease and comfort, then exhale slowly. This process may be repeated 12 times. This will constitute 1 round and the number of rounds may be increased gradually. Exercise 5. In the same sitting posture, close the right nostril with the right thumb and inhale through the left nostril. Then close the left nostril with the ring and little finger of the right hand. Retain the breath as long as you can. Exhale through the right nostril by removing the thumb, drawing in the air through the right nostril and retain it as before. Exhale it through the left nostril by removing the ring and little finger. These 6 processes constitute 1 pranayama which must be done at least 20 times daily in the morning. In pranayama, the ideal technique is that wherein puraka is for 20 seconds, kumbhaka for 30 seconds and rechaka for 30 seconds. The pranayama exercises are most effective at sunrise or early hours of the morning, pacing paced. Exercise number 6. Kapalabhati, the cleaning of breath. Kapala is Sanskrit means a skull and the bhati means to shine. Kapalabhati means to clean the skull. This exercise does not strictly belong to the pranayama since it is one of the 6 purification practice. Its aims is to clean the sinuses and rid the nerve channel of the impurities in the usual sitting posture. To puraka and rechaka vigorously. There is no kumbhaka in the exercise, but rechaka plays an vital role. It is forceful and quick and is done by contracting abdominal muscles with a backward push. It must be done at least 10 times. Kapalabhati has many benefits. It cleans the nasal passages, cleans The sinus is a narrow channel nodules. It enriches the bloodstream and improves circulation. It fortifies the salivary glands and expels bacteria from the nose. It cures asthma and consumption and improves respiratory and circulatory system.